The wait is over. We finally know the two candidates who will face off for New York City mayor, Eric Adams and Curtis Sliwa. The latest update from the Board of Elections giving Adams the last push he needed to claim victory in the Democratic race, and we are off and running now into the general election. Adams and Sliwa already trading jabs. Just take a look right here. Sliwa tweeting shortly after the Board of Election results saying this, quote, "It appears the New York City mayor's race will be Curtis Sliwa versus Eric Adams this November. The choice couldn't be more clear. I will deliver real improvements to our city, while Eric Adams will deliver corruption and de Blasio policies." So that didn't take long. So I did ask Eric Adams about his opponent when he joined me on the Pix 11 Morning News. Here's what he had to say.
Allow Curtis Sliwa to do what he always is known to do. I'm going to focus clearly on the issues. It's more than just law enforcement. Yes, public safety is the prerequisite to prosperity. You heard me say this over and over again, but we also have an educational crisis.
So this is going to be a long and contentious road to the general election, and we are going to be with you every step of the way. So let's bring in Pix 11 political reporter Ayanna Harry. So Ayanna, talk about being there every step of the way. You have been covering the Democratic primary race since the first candidates threw their hats in the ring. Here we are now, moving right towards the general election.
Yeah, Dan, while Eric Adams officially launched his campaign for City Hall 8 months ago, he's been working for this moment for over a decade, building community relationships and forging key political alliances. And there's still more work to be done. Curtis Sliwa says he's ready to show New Yorkers why it's time for another Republican mayor. Bands marching, the sun shining, New York's essential heroes honored. Eric Adams took in the celebration.
Finally, one of your own is going to understand.
Basking in the glow of his new victory.
We need to rally together to deal with the Republican challenger and ensure that we have a Democratic candidate that has a full scope of how to bring this city back on his right path.
November 2020 Pix 11 was right there as Adams launched his campaign for City Hall and then went straight to the Ingersoll houses to visit residents who had no heat.
Announcement can't stop what we have to do.
Adams stepped into a crowded Democratic field. While former White House hopeful Andrew Yang was an early frontrunner, Adams built a strong coalition supported by several labor unions and prominent leaders from the outer boroughs. On primary night, Adams finished with a strong lead.
New York City said our first choice is Eric Adams.
Yeah! But 1 week after primary night, the race was thrown into chaos. The Board of Elections released preliminary ranked choice voting results that were incorrect.
We were trying to satisfy expectations of quick results with the new way of voting.
After the BOE blunder, several state senators vowed to hold hearings on the Board of Elections. All board members are appointed.
It absolutely is another example of us needing to change how the Board of Election is administered and who is running the place.
A new round of election results were released this week to include absentee ballots. They showed Catherine Garcia and Maya Wiley both came close to becoming the first woman mayor of New York City, a moment they both acknowledged while conceding to Eric Adams.
For every woman and girl of every race and every community.
We cracked the hell out of it, and it's ready to be broken, but we have not cracked that glass ceiling.
Next, Eric Adams is focused on the general election in November. His opponent, Curtis Sliwa, is running along both Republican and independent party lines. Sliwa says he is ready for Adams.
Let's have discussions, let's have debates, let's recognize our differences and bring it to the people. I'm the mayor of the people. Eric Adams has been a professional politician.